G'day guys, it's Roy here. How's it going? It's another commentary. This time it's a 40 and 7 gameplay domination on mission using the Scar Silenced, I think. So basically, as I alluded to in my last commentary, which was a few days ago, I thought I'd talk about my personal review of Modern Warfare 3 and goods and bads and everything like that. So yeah, as I said, I kind of give it like a 5 out of 10 because I don't think there's enough improvement, let's say, on the last few editions, and I just, as much as they say that they're listening to the community and trying to integrate all those things into the game, I just don't really feel like they are. To me, it doesn't seem like it. I appreciate, and let me start with this, I appreciate the fact that it's almost impossible to please the amount of people that actually play this game. I mean, there's so many people that their job would be literally impossible to please everybody. But you got to think about it from another point of view. That how many years have people been complaining about Last Stand? And it's still found its way into the game, not once but twice. Now they've got Dead Man's Hand as well. And I don't know, from my experience with this game so far, the amount of times that I've actually I've seen Second Chance and Dead Man's Hand is just amazing, considering you've got to die 4 times in a row just to get it. I just cannot believe how many people use it and how many people actually get done by it. It's just incredible, considering it's only a death streak. And death streaks, moving on, is another thing that should never have been put back into the game. Everybody complained to no extent during Modern Warfare 2, and it still managed to find its way back into the game. Once again, the kill streaks are just completely dominating the game, and to a degree they've fixed that from Modern Warfare 2. There is a little bit more gun on gun, but I don't feel like it's anywhere near the same as Black Ops. I think that was okay. There was a lot of ghost and corner camping and that type of thing, but this is just on a whole nother level. The kill streaks just dominate, and there's still just as much camping in this game, and Assassin is still the same as Ghost. So I don't know why everyone was complaining so much in Black Ops, because it's just exactly the same here. Maybe, I guess it's because not quite as many people use it, but I don't know. And one thing I do like about the game is the guns. I think, there's quite a lot of guns that, are useful and powerful and you can be successful with. I feel like, all the SMGs are fairly strong except for the PM9 or whatever that gun is. I can't remember. And the majority of the assault rifles are good. Even the MK14, the single burst weapon, is really good. And a lot of the assault rifles are strong. The shotguns, okay, people say that the strike is overpowered. I personally am not really too into shotguns, so I don't really feel like it's my place to give my opinions too much on that. And sniping in this game is just completely ridiculous. Sometimes I feel like sniping is stronger than shotguns up close, and like it's just to a whole nother level. Like, I personally am not a fan of sniping, and I dabble with it from time to time, but just as a bit of a mess around and nothing more. But I cannot stand dying from snipers, especially ones who have no idea what they're doing and they just use the Barrett and spray and just go for those stupid no scope kills and all that sort of crazy stuff that goes along with sniping. I appreciate it when when some people do it properly and are really good at sniping, but those guys are few and far between. I would say 1 in 1,000 are actually people like that. Everybody's just Zergriz wannabes, trying to do their thing, and it's just horrible. I can't stand it. I feel like it ruins the game. But again, these are my opinions, and everybody's entitled to their own, and it's I don't feel like I should get any hate for having my own opinions. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, and what else? I don't know. Like, I read somewhere, or I heard somewhere, that somebody made this statement that Infinity Ward plays towards the noobish people and the new gamers and the everyday gamers, and Treyarch caters more towards the, a little bit more hardcore gamers. Which, after seeing this, after really having really enjoying Black Ops and now moving on to this, I feel like I can completely agree with that statement. I feel like Black Ops was trying to, push the limits a little bit, but this feels like Modern Warfare 2.5. It feels like they've, they took out a few of the things, the problems with Modern Warfare 2, and added in a few more problems, like a few new problems. And yeah, one of the giant problems in this game that I find is the lag compensation thing. I'm on a new internet, which is twice as good as my last one, and I seem to be getting 2 bars the whole time, and games are really laggy the whole time, and in theory my chances of pulling hosts should be higher, but it's just non-existent. But I mean, I'm not some technical whiz that knows the ins and outs of all that type of stuff, so I won't really delve into it too deeply, but it just feels like I'm being robbed half the time, for kills and just robbed of deaths and things like that. But what can you do? I mean, the theory behind it, I agree with the fact that they're trying to make it more of an even playing field and things like that, but why should I be penalised for having a good internet connection? If I'm paying a little bit extra to get better internet connection, why should I be penalised by, giving up my better internet connection for people who have got horrible internet connections and being on the same playing field? It just doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, and one thing I reckon the thing I hate most about this game is the grenade. The amount of hit markers I get with grenades, when you throw them, you feel like, yep, that's on the flag, that's going to hit, that's going to pick up the double kill or, whatever, and you just get hit marker after hit marker after hit marker after hit marker. And yeah, I refer to them now as shit markers because it just drives me absolutely insane. It's just, what's the point in having a grenade if it doesn't do its job? If it just gets a hit marker, what's the point? I think the grenades seriously need a buff of to some level, because it's just not even worth using them. And I think the flashes are just completely ridiculous, being that they flash you for so long and they've got such a huge radius once they explode. And yeah, I don't know. I guess there's quite a lot of things that I don't like about this game. And hence why, I get, like, my review is probably a 5 out of 10, but, and this, I mean, I feel like my list goes on and on with the things I don't like, and, just the general gameplay and the maps, I'm not convinced with the maps. I think there's so many places to head glitch and, things like that. I don't know, I just don't feel good with the maps. I guess maybe that's just my personal opinion, but whatever. So yeah, the game's come to an end a lot quicker than I thought. Basically, yeah, Modern Warfare 3 is probably a bit more of a negative, and can't wait for Black Ops 2. So hope you have a good day or night, depending on where you are, and I'll talk to you again next time.